This is TWiT.
Even then, and I'm looking at the credits for Geek, that was Geek Brief #1. You used your real name, produced by Luria Petrucci, starring Luria Petrucci as Cali Lewis. So even then, Cali Lewis was a persona, and yet as you continued doing it, more and more people thought of you as Cali Lewis, and Luria Petrucci disappeared.
Yeah, it did kind of disappear, and that wound up. So Cali was a character, but not. I mean, it was me. So it's really hard to explain. But it was more over the years, I realized what I was doing with Cali was creating this personality that was out there. It allowed me to be on camera more comfortably. And it allowed me to be outgoing when I wasn't outgoing, because you put me in a room in a party and I'm in the corner watching everybody. I don't have that talent, right? I mean, obviously I do, because I do it now, but it required a character, if you will, to kind of put myself into. But over the years, it actually wound up kind of consuming Luria. I lost who I was, and I pushed back who Luria was and stopped letting all of me out. So while it was me, there were differences. And so that's one of the reasons that I eventually, as I grew to be comfortable with who I am over the last year, and started Geeks Life and went through a lot of changes, it was important to me to embrace me fully. And that's one of the things that we are trying to do with Geeks Life is embrace each other for who we are, because we're all geeks. We all are flawed, in some way or another. We all are, and I'm not saying geeks are flawed. I'm just saying as people, we all are flawed, and we all have different things that we love and different things that we're not so good at. And so I want Geeks Life to be a community where we all are accepted for who we are and can embrace that and geek out together, and share together. You know what I mean? And so with that transition, it was pretty important for me to embrace who I am fully, because you can't ask other people to do that when you're not. And so I used Luria Petrucci in the initial Geeks Life video. It was more of a behind the scenes kind of one-on-one talk with the community about what I was doing. And from then on, I actually expected it to take about 5 years to make the transition. But I just wanted to start putting it out there a little bit more. And I figured over time, I'll maybe be able to move over to Luria fully. But from that one video, the audience blew up in support.
Yep.
And I wasn't even allowed to use Cali anymore.
Nope.
Everybody was like, great, I love it. I'm so glad that you're using your real name. I can't wait to see what you do, that kind of stuff. And that was pretty cool. It was very emotional, actually, for me. I broke out into tears one night after so much support for using my real name and being who I am.